I'm McDonald Jojo Budho, Director General of Kenya National Bureau of Statistics. Today, we are just closing on the training that we have been having for the last 1 week, which touches on the conducting the census of TVET institutions that we have been planning for. We had actually started this process earlier. We had the development of the data collection tools, and then we did the piloting. We also did the mapping of the institutions, the whole country. And so the team that was helping in ensuring that the mapping is done is the very same one that we have brought on board to now be trained to undertake data collection. Otherwise, we had done the pilot in Uasin Gishu, Kitui, and Nairobi. And that gave us valuable information to help in modifying the data collection tools so that we get a perfect set of what then we are going to use in the field. This exercise would mean that we are going to cover all the TVET institutions countrywide, and so the teams that we have 150 research assistants to be supervised by 41 supervisors, and they are going to cover all the 47 counties in a way that from it we'll be able to get to know how many institutions that are we having in the country. So first of all, the name, the institution, and then within each institution, we would want to get to know the enrollment numbers, we want to know the staffing levels, we want to know the infrastructure that the school has, and a lot of other details that we are collecting so that put together, we'll be able to get information that would be helpful when it comes to policy making. This is an exercise that has not been done ever since, or let me say since independence. We have not done this kind of an activity, but we found it necessary that we need to get to know which are the TVET institutions in the country. Earlier, we had done the census of schools where we covered the ECDs, we covered primary schools, the junior secondary school, and then senior secondary school together, all put together, and then in terms of their categories, private and public, all including the national or the international schools. So this one is taking a similar approach so that we get to know which are the TVET institutions that are public, which ones are private, and how then can we now bring them together in terms of data to inform the government on how to really ensure that the skills at that level, the skills are well developed for our students, and relating them to the job market that is available out there.
Apart from maybe policies, what else are you looking during this census?
Well, at the end of the day, it will get back to the policy. First is about the data. That data, we now transform it into statistics. And that statistics would then inform us of our situation. I've talked about enrollment. What are the enrollment numbers? I've talked about the number of TVET institutions. Exactly how many are they? And I've talked of what kind of infrastructure do they have? Are they ICT ready? Do they have ICT equipment that they should be having? Are they having the equipment that would be able to help the students get the right skills that would feed into the job market very directly? So, beyond the data collection is about getting to understand, okay, we have been having policy formulation in this area. What has worked and what has not worked? Because then it will tell us how far we have gone in terms of the TVET institutions. And of course, then beyond that, what new things that would we need to inject just to make sure that things are running very well?
Do you have maybe a date that start and maybe period, and then you can also talk about in terms of those involved in the process?
Yeah, this exercise is meant to take like around 40 days. We are starting on 20th. Today we are finishing the training, and then we have the weekend. We have Monday to plan. Then we get to Wednesday when the teams will be in the field now to start the work. So the work will go on for up to around 28th of next month. We expect some teams to complete earlier. We expect some to maybe go beyond by more than a day, depending on what will be in the field there. You know, it is also a rainy period. We don't know what could happen, but we have provided for all that within the timelines that we have given. After all, we had already done the mapping earlier to tell us approximately how many institutions we expect to have. And so the teams have been informed. The number in each team is informed by the workload that we expect to see in the field. There are many institutions that are involved, and you are able to realize that we have the State Department for TVET, who will also be saying something. We have the TVET authority itself. We have the TVET, the CDAC. We have the KMTC represented. We have a myriad of other players, both public and private, and they are represented here today to ensure that we take off in the best way possible. All those are stakeholders. Of course, even the Ministry of Basic Education is represented here. Ministry of State Department for Higher Education also represented here. And so it brings together all the players. And of course, my State Department, the State Department for Economic Planning, that is the mother of the Bureau, is part of this process and has been very supportive.
How many officers have you recruited for this exercise?
No, I've said that for the field team, we have 150. It is almost the same number that did the mapping when we did it. So they are the very same ones who are going to do the data collection. And then to supervise them, we have 41 supervisors. These supervisors are actually from, basically a number of them are from the Bureau and a few of them from the stakeholder institutions. And of course, even for the research assistants, a number of them are also from the Bureau and just a few of them from outside to take part in the activity.
My name is Rosemary Kimani, the Regional Director of TVET, in charge of Nakuru and Baringo counties. I'm representing the PS State Department of TVET.
Maybe, Madam, you tell us how the survey will be important for the TVET institutions.
Okay, first of all, we are here as the major stakeholder because, as you have heard, this census is about our TVET institutions. And therefore, we are here to offer support to the team so that they are able to access our TVETs and also provide assistance and any information that they may require, because we will be the greatest beneficiaries of these georeferenced data, because it is going to help us in terms of planning, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of access, inclusivity, and also even in digitization, and also in planning for the training. As you already know, we have a new curriculum called CBET, that is the Competence-Based Education and Training, which offer practical skills instead of the earlier accumulated theoretical knowledge. We are offering practical skills, and this means that we require a lot of equipments and resources, and therefore this data is going to give us the direction in which to take so that we are able to offer quality training.
Thank you for having me. I'm Kirui Barnabas. I'm the person representing NAPCO, Kenya National Private Associations. So we are here as stakeholders because at the end of the day, we are the people who carry the heaviest data. So we are here to provide all those requirements and people now to disseminate the same information to other private colleges. So basically, we are here to support the KNPS during this exercise. Yeah.
Maybe what will be your exact contribution to the exercise?
Basically, what we are going to do as a private is we onboard the exercise, because we have around 400 membership, And this membership do have huge data which would be able to assist the KNPS, especially getting the required amount of data across the country.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.